Uno mas.
Hello, stragglers.
Using the squeezer now. I was talking about me and Mel's relationship and all that, just basic relationship stuff in general, and how, you know, I do overthink a lot. In my honest opinion, I don't generally see like a problem with like overthinking, in my opinion, because people our age and younger these days like hold each other to high standards that like you have to like have a fake persona when you date someone. You have to like act like super confident at all times for no fucking reason, and you just can't really express your emotions as much as you should be able to, especially in these times where like it's so much easier just to be like in like a hard mental space and just like not in a good like mental spot in general. It's really important that like you have somebody who like you can talk to, and you shouldn't feel shame to talk to. I'm killing myself. I will not let you get the satisfaction to kill me again. So, and that's kind of the scary thing about dating these days. You just you think you know somebody until you actually start dating them. And with my last girlfriend, like, you know,
Oh boy.
it appears like she did kind of do a 180. I don't know how much of it is actually sincere in my honest opinion. But you know, it does appear like she has turned, you know, a new leaf and has like a, you know, like a different outlook on life. And you know, I am genuinely happy for her. She is living with her fiance. I'm happy for them. I'm glad she's in a better place, because when we were dating during COVID, both of us were not in a good spot mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Just not well. Oh my god, I'm leaving this room. I can't stand this fucking guy, dude. Fucking annoying. Yeah, did he kill me? Yeah, fuck this guy. He's fucking annoying. But yeah, when me and my last girlfriend were dating, I just felt like I couldn't like really talk about really anything.
Be vulnerable.
Yeah, I felt like I couldn't really be vulnerable around my ex girlfriend at that time. So I just kind of like, I'm actually so fucking annoyed with this guy. Like, calm the fuck down, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm done. Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of like became a shell my former self, and I didn't really allow myself to like.
Yeah, I remember.
Be energetic.
I remember you were fucking miserable.
I was very miserable at the time, and like when we stopped dating, you know, I was still sad because I was in a mindset of like, I don't know how I could have done better possibly, but like I was also in like the mindset of I should have done better. And
you should not think that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a thing where for the like couple months after that relationship, I was just like, yeah, I was the entirety of the blame was just kind of on me. Like I'm, you know, I looked back at the relationship, and I still do in some aspects. Like, I wasn't proud of the things I did in that relationship at times. I'm not saying I was entirely perfect, because, you know, I was also at times also just cringe in general, and just not the best boyfriend, and somewhat toxic as well. But, you know, at the beginning of the relationship, we were both like wholesome, loving with each other. And then once the honeymoon phase, you know, left and drained out, you know, like we started dating in March of COVID, and like in April, like mid-April or something, that was like when she first was like, I'm not really feeling this anymore. Like I don't know if I have feelings anymore.
Oh, that's I'm not gonna lie, that's like a horrible thing to say to somebody in a romantic relationship. That's like kind of horrible.
I mean,
that's like a truly heartbreaking thing to tell somebody.
Yeah, like a month in.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't sugarcoat stuff like that, and that's like. That's part of the things I feel terrible about, because, you know, it's stuff I'm not proud about, but, you know, it's all like water under the bridge at this point.
Yeah,
and it's not who I am anymore.
Yeah.
At least I would hope. But yeah, she kind of tried to break things off with me like 3 times. One time in April, we did actually kind of break up for like a couple of days in like June, but then we got back together for some reason.
Jeez.
Then she kind of tried to, fucking, I don't know. There's like maybe another time, I forgot like when, but like yeah. So like anytime she would just kind of like try and like break things off. Actually, oh wait, no, it was fucking. It's like another time in the summertime, probably also June. It was May. It was sometime when FGC was like streaming a lot, and I remember it being like an Outlast stream that we were doing. Probably the second stream we were doing of Outlast on that channel. Where I just remember like leaving the stream abruptly and just being like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling like coming back to the stream. So basically, Jacob was the one streaming, and he had nobody else, so I kind of just had to stream alone at that point. But basically, what I always do is this is one of the things I wasn't really proud of myself for looking back, but I was just like so like emotionally connected to my girlfriend at that time that, you know, we had like such a history together where like she came in my life at a time where like my life was like at one of its peaks, and I would just always kind of be like, please don't leave me, Ashley. You know, I still love you, and you know, I'll try and be better. Like not like I'll do anything, but like I'll just be like, yeah, come on, just don't do this, all that kind of stuff. And you know, I don't really want to remember the things I said, because I'm sure like if I would look back at the messages and just read them out, like it would come across like definitely like fucking just desperate as fuck and just like pathetic, obviously. And like yeah, so as like COVID went on, I just I literally definitely just like kept losing my mind murmur as the year went by, and I just look at myself like in November, like October, pretty much like the fall time, and then I look back at like how I was when it was pretty much pre-COVID, February and March. And it was just like a drastic change in my mental space, like how confident I was, like just I did a complete 180 in terms of everything. it was not the best time in my life. And if I were to like redo the entirety of COVID, of like 2020 in general, it's like, yeah, of course you want to redo it, like pretty much like what most people would think, you know, but I genuinely don't think that I would tell her that I had feelings knowing what happens. As all of us would, right? If we have an ex, like, yeah, if I would go back in time, I would not tell my ex that I have
one,
feelings. Like, obviously, but you know, and I just, yeah, it just separated us for a while, and just kind of was not. It did not end things all off at all. So you know, I just would not do that again if I had the chance. I fucking hate this weapon, dude. I hate all the fucking blasters.
I think we've opened enough can of worms on that one.
Huh?
I think we've opened enough of the can of worms on that one. Let's move on.
Yeah.
It's kind of kind of depressing and.
Yeah. But what was I talking about? Because I was trying to make it like a point. Oh yeah, vulnerability.
Yeah.
In relationships. Just with the people these days, just gotta be careful who you date. That's all.
Standards
like,
are
you never
high,
know who's
yeah.
going to change. Because the point I was trying to make more so was like me and my ex, like we were just like basically like best friends with each other if we started dating, and then when we started dating, we still were. But as time went on, like things got out of hand and kind of just shouldn't have really hung out so much, or just have been with each other in general. So people change in relationships, and you know, just never which version of somebody you're gonna get in like a relationship. People just change drastically. And, you know, you don't know what somebody is gonna be like when you start dating them. Like, they can be like an entirely different person. Myself, I try and usually be the same, but I like how I am in relationships is like based off like kind of like how happy I feel like I make my partner who I'm with. And you know, me and Mel haven't really gone through like turmoil of any kind. We've gone through like little like spurts of like this is kind of awkward, but nothing really like too drastic, obviously. But you know, I definitely have had confidence issues already, and you know, I know like I'm not necessarily like a horrible boyfriend to Mel. I haven't done any wrongdoing. You know, I try my fucking best with her, but at times I will admit I feel like I can do better, and sometimes I just feel like I just haven't been the best version of myself. So like every day it's just like,
Have you told her that?
yeah, I've told her that like a couple times, and she's just like, no, that's not true at all. You're everything. You're perfect to me. Yeah, Mel is generally like the fucking greatest girlfriend I think I could have ever wished for. Even like my main complaint with Mel is like wholesome in a way, and let me explain. Like, she sleeps a lot, but like more than half the time she sleeps is because like she's so comfortable with me and my voice. It makes her tired and like comfy in bed. And that sucks. But also at the same time, it's like, alright, I'm glad that you're getting sleep, but I also wanted to talk to you. But like also like, you know, it's kind of like, what's that thing? It's like the suffering from success kind of thing. Where it's like, I'm glad I can make you happy and comfortable enough with me, but also stay the fuck awake. Because I really want to talk to you right now. I've had a tough day. Fuck, I forgot which sub I had. Oh god! But yeah. Like... Yeah, like Mel... Yeah, like... If I screw this up, like... I will never forgive myself. Mel's just
I wouldn't forgive you either.
Just such a fucking sweetheart.
I don't think I talked to you.
Huh?
I don't think I talked to you again.
I'd literally lose the only two people I hang out with. I would literally lose everybody.
I'm not trying to, but if you just tell me like, dude, it's over, and I'm like,
that's it.
And
it's
I'm
also over with us.
And I'm just like, okay, what happened? And it's like, it was like it's something I did, and it's just like, you know what? NerdVibed's done.
Yeah, NerdVibed is done.
Good job.
Good luck in life, Matthew.
The one was literally right there. And
yeah, you blew it.
Told you not to end up like me, but... Yep. Don't be like me. Do not be like me.
And why is that?
Because,
You're a cheater?
No. No.
You're a wife beater?
No.
You move like Mick Jagger?
No, definitely not. He was on the list.
He was?
Yeah.
Mick Jagger was on the list for Epstein?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn, man.
Epstein, yeah. So definitely not. No, I have had
like Mick Jagger anymore.
No, this might, since we're, I guess this is just a depression episode.
Yeah.
I have had two people who I have had more than just a crush on, and one is dead and one is with someone who looks like the vice president, and she wants to marry him.
Yeah.
Even though they've been dating for like a bit more than a year already, but she's already been like,
that's pretty normal for these days, though.
Yeah. So I know the inevitable is coming, so I don't know how I'm gonna emotionally prepare myself for that. I've moved on in a way, but it's still like one of those thoughts that's just like you get like pressured so much. It's one of those like movie things that it's just like you see in like movies that it's just like, but it's like real shit. That was just like everyone constantly put you two together and you just never try it. You never saw it that way, and then once you do, and it's like too late.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we were together a lot. It's kind of weird that we didn't, because there was like those like first couple years in like freshman and sophomore year that we were like together like constantly.
Yeah.
That weird that I never tried, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you weren't confident at all.
No, but I was not.
You were even less confident back then.
I would say it was a lot. I was a lot worse.
Yeah.
In confidence wise than now, but
yeah.
It was always just constantly like with my family. They were always like always asking if we were like dating or if there was like that we should, and just like, and I have had it was like, and I've told this, like, it was always like a it was always a come and go kind of phase. It was just being like phases but I would like get over it. But I
Oh my god, yeah. Me and Mel went through phases.
and like I cared more about preserving our friendship over something I wanted.
That's a pretty reasonable thing to have.
That's what my thing was. Because I didn't know if, and I know this is like when you have like different gender or like whatever you know what I mean, like it's always like oh like but she never like we never had like this like brother sister kind of thing, so it wasn't like that kind of thing. So I never really like, it's just like I said, I didn't want to jeopardize like awkwardness and the potential of having some like awkwardness over like something just I want personally.
Oh, for sure.
That I don't know if she would also be into. But then I look at her previous boyfriends and all this stuff and I'm like, yeah, I'm clearly not her type.
Yeah.
And that was another thing too. That was just like, she definitely likes dudes who are taller than her and all this blah 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 blah, and she's taller than me, and it was just like, so it was just like, then her moving, it was just also that big conundrum too.
Yeah, so I know what I said when we were in our dating app era about long distance, but you know, I know I usually go back on what I say a lot, but you know, I feel bad for like being like, yeah, you should try it now, but honestly, if you really want to, then, and I know even in the dating app era, you were like, yeah, let's go from California and Louisiana are good, just as an examples, but I mean, yeah, just.
I think it would have been like with you with Mel that was like, I'll make an exception.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's a funny story. Before she started seeing this guy, I was actually trying to gain that confidence to actually ask her out on a date, and then it's just like just building all this courage up, just thinking like, okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Am I just gonna be like, hey, let's just have? Because it was my intention going into it was just like, I just want the experience to be on a date. That's just it.
Right.
Like I don't. Not saying like
I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about it next episode. Goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.